And bro, that is so awesome. That is so sick. I've got to display him like this now. I love that. Hey, what's up everybody? So today I got a bubble mailer of random and inside here I've got, honestly, I have no idea how many knockoff minifigures, but it's a lot. Now, just a quick little disclaimer, of course, a lot of these knockoff companies do tend to rip off of fellow customizing designers here in the LEGO community. They can be YouTubers or people on Instagram, so always do bear that in mind. I usually don't even know those designs when I see them, so definitely not condoning it. I only ever get these because the parts are useful for skits and for my own custom minifigures at times. Now, I never got to make Loki customs, but check out this Sylvie with the really nice hairpiece and those green energy pieces. And check that out. I'm not putting the trench coat on. Main reason I got it though, let's see which one's better. I'm not gonna lie, I'm inclined to actually think the knockoff Sylvie hairpiece looks better than Lego's, even if it is more misprinted. This is great for customs. Now this though, this is kind of hype. Oh, that is a lot of knockoff hands. I gotta plug into these arm joints and they don't go in easily. RIP my fingers. They're actually going in just fine. Okay, now I was used to these cheap minifigures always having just absolutely the worst printing you've ever seen, but this is all super seamless and super crisp. I haven't picked up minifigures like this in a long time, and obviously there have been a lot of improvements. But this Doctor Strange is so sick. Once you get the spell pieces attached, you can go ahead and take these extra arm pieces that are two arms merged together and then start slotting them into the cape back here, which basically has minifigure torso arm slots, but actually in the back of the cape. Now, I can't believe this is a thing. I can already see some stress marks though as I went to go plug that in. Hopefully that won't be too big of an issue as we move ahead here, but obviously this cape is liable to break, and I wish I knew that going in. Hopefully I ordered an extra one because there are a few customizing tricks I could do myself with a Dremel to kind of mitigate any damage. It looks sick once it's attached, but man, those stress marks that were created are not great. But hey, this is only like $1.50 or whatever, or $2. I don't remember, I don't care. But this portal ring piece, while it kind of looks like something you'd find in a Mega Block set, is absolutely sick. And then you just go ahead and plug that on the base, and you've got probably the coolest custom Doctor Strange kit that you can easily acquire online. I mean, this is like the full package with the ring portal, with the actual spell pieces, the extra arms that go into the cape. It's just what you'll want to do if you ever get this Doctor Strange online, is make sure to get yourself a drill and actually go after those little arm joints before you peg them in, because you don't want to create those stress marks like I did. I gotta get this guy out of here for a second and take my new Andrew Garfield Spider-Man custom that I recently showcased on the channel. Link will be in the description below. Probably not, I'll forget. Check this out. Got the unmasked head on there. And bro, that is so awesome. That is so sick. I've got to display him like this now. I love that. Now this is the Multiverse of Madness Scarlet Witch. Now, while this is actually pretty sick, I mean, I never really liked this hairpiece too much with how the crown is really slanted forward at an angle. I do appear to be missing an arm here with this one, and I can't find it. I'm pretty sure it's just straight up not here. But the Darkhold, check that out, dude. That is a pretty sick piece with an awesome print and an even cooler graphic of the Scarlet Witch prophesied right there on that little 1x2 tile that you attach in there. That is so awesome. And again, the printing is not bad. Just and it even goes around on the sides of the torso. Okay, now this one's hype. I got these from my Spider-Man No Way Home project in case I needed them, and these glider pieces are pretty cool. I hope that they're supposed to be split in half like that. I think that's how they're supposed to be. This is something I've been looking forward to for a while. Now, of course, I won't be using these parts for my own custom Green Goblin. If you guys remember at the start of the year, I do already have my own 3D printed kit that was custom made for me by Shamrock Minifigures on Instagram. So this is just kind of an extra thing for my own personal collection, my own personal displays. And just in case I ever want to make like a battle damaged Green Goblin or something and I need this torso armor, it's incredibly useful. Or maybe a broken Goblin mask and I can just drill into one of these instead of one of the really nice 3D 3D printed ones that I was sent by Shamrock. Now you guys tell me, should I do it with this look that has the chest armor on like that, which I think is actually kind of badass, if a little bulky, or I can remove the chest armor, and then I think, yeah, this is probably the way to go. That looks awesome. Check that out, bro. Come on, man. Would you not want to display that in your collection over Lego's old 2002 one? Some of you are going to be like, no, but I'm kind of like, yes. Now, I'll be honest, I have no idea which way this goes. I'm going to assume that's supposed to be kind of the engine, so we're going to go ahead and slot these two halves of the glider onto this custom modified 2x2 plate that they've got going on, because that is pretty freaking rad, bro. That is so awesome for like $1 or whatever it was. I mean, come on, man. And you get the added chest armor as an option, and this giant pumpkin bomb that's like bigger than my dreams that won't even really clip into the hand so well, but I guess that works for now. Oh, man, look at that. That is so awesome. Obviously, the helmet is not perfect, but bro, for like $1.50, $2 or whatever this was, come on, man. Okay, now this is also hype because these very well could wind up being the arm pieces and joints that I'll be using for my eventual custom Doc Ock minifigure. I got a bunch of these. I have found out the hard way that Doc Ock's claws do not clamp into these joints very easily. Come on, bro. There we go. I even already started like drilling away at one of these joints, thinking that maybe that would be a quicker fix, but nope. Actually just applying a little bit of force with these, because I probably won't even need to take them apart again once I go to paint them, is the better strategy. The fact that you can get this with fully articulated arms and fairly decent printing for like $2 feels like it should be a crime of some kind. This is Echo from the Bad Batch. I have the rest of the squad as other knockoff minifigures from last year. The Republic Commando style accessories are all kind of goofy and unnecessary, but this isn't bad. Just don't do this and go support my buddy Andrew over at AV Figures instead. Next up, we have the fifth brother from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. That was a pretty cool show. But of course, he already comes in the new Scythe that was recently released. But I honestly have no idea when I'm really going to pick that up. It's not exactly a priority of mine, considering I'm completely out of room in my collection. So the knockoff fifth brother here, in case I need him for Photoshop edits or anything, is kind of the next best option. Yeah, this has no business looking this good. I've also been pretty hyped for this one. We've got Sorcerer Supreme Strange, or Strange Supreme. It's Dark Doctor Strange, basically, from that What If episode. I'll have to flatten these capes with like a book or something, but bro. Uh-oh. Next up, it's my main man, Khonshu. The cape is a little bit wild over here, but again, the designs and the printing are pretty sound, and you even get this little tile that is, of course, the Scarab from the series. I definitely can't wait to have this guy stalking other minifigures in my collection and harassing them, or I guess really just Mark Spector. Yo! There are so many uses for these pieces. It's freaking transparent astral form, Doctor Strange, kind of, sort of, not really. Are you kidding? I didn't know this was gonna be in here. Speaking of Mark Spector, God, I wish I had the time to make this as a custom myself. The hood isn't that great, but the printing is kind of awesome. Also got this J. Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man No Way Home, in case I ever need it for like a Photoshop edit or anything. I probably won't use this, to be honest. Also been pretty hyped for this one. I actually never got any of those sets that had the crazy Mysterio pieces in them, so this is kind of a first for me. I'm pretty sure I actually have this Mysterio already, but like I said, I never got these pieces. I'm pretty much well aware that LEGO certainly never did these hand effects, these accessories, but they've definitely done stuff similar to this giant piece here. Regardless, that is awesome, and that is how a Mysterio minifigure needs to be displayed, whether it's official LEGO, third party, knockoff, or not. Similarly, this Doctor Strange has a pretty cool piece that probably won't be best for him, but maybe a Human Torch one day. Check that out. That is not bad, bro. I didn't really have a purpose to getting this Palpatine minifigure other than I just really love anytime he's in the dark red robes, even though looking at this now, this is definitely not even accurate to his Empire Day robes. This is just kind of the regular Palpatine robes, but in dark red. You get a nice hooded hologram though. I have the official one in Lego already, but this is still pretty cool. This President Loki I got for obviously the hairpiece and to see if it was any good. Of course it isn't, and the one that Nate's Minifigs started offering last year is definitely a lot better, but still I guess it's cool to have the body and the daggers are nice. This is basically like a different Mysterio. This one is actually from WM, hey, and so this is like basically just, again, another Mysterio, but with different parts, a different design, an actual torso chest piece. Yeah, so this is really cool, and I think, honestly, probably the first time I've ever seen torso armor attached to the belt, because then the cape has to connect onto the torso itself, the torso post, and so they kind of designed it to accommodate for that. And this is really cool. I love the eyes that are within these custom energy pieces here. There are definitely some elements about this one. I mean, the green dome is kind of weird, but I like how the rim is actually integrated into it regardless. I think the right version of Mysterio probably lies with some combination of these two versions. Also got the No Way Home version of Doctor Strange from the beginning when they have the snowstorm blow in from Siberia. This is actually a custom minifigure that I almost considered making for a bit last year, and I love the coffee mug and how nice the printing actually is on that. And it kind of got me thinking, man, they could easily make like the coffee cups from the donut shop in No Way Home with really decent printing like that pretty easily. So this is just an extra thing, again, also in case I need it for any edits. Finally, I am very excited about the last part of the video here because I got 6 Dark Troopers. Now these guys, from what I understand, are a little stiff. I don't know if they have any articulation or anything. I don't think so, but the custom ones that I made using the kits from Custom Brick Builder last year were really fun to work on. And then I, of course, have the minifigure versions from Lego, which are very different, but also very cool. These ones, I think, kind of strike a really interesting balance. So I just finished assembling these guys, and they actually are pretty great. A lot of them, unfortunately, have some bad misprints with the eyes, which would take some time to correct. But I personally just love the overall look of these Dark Troopers the most. Even though they have limited articulation, there's no elbow or knee articulation, for example, they are posable enough. Unfortunately, they have regular Lego claws when I think they probably should have had the droid claws, so that's a bit of a stylistic hindrance for me, but that's okay. The blaster, I can't tell if that's the knockoff of Brick Arms or not. It looks kind of close. I don't feel great about it. That being said, I am glad I picked these up. I think these will be great for a display, and you're not going to notice the misprinted eyes if you aren't looking too close. To me, I really wish that Lego had made something similar to these guys, just with actual Lego droid claws, obviously, instead of the standard Lego hands. I think this is how Lego Dark Troopers should look. But guys, that is going to do it for all of the knockoff minifigures here in this video. I know some of you guys would rather I call them custom minifigures, which I understand, but considering that some of these often do use designs that are not their own, and it's hard for me to distinguish, I tend to just stick to the term knockoff so that everybody is aware these are not using official Lego parts, and these are still bootleg minifigures, and they don't use standard ABS plastic, for example. It's a cheaper quality plastic, if you couldn't already tell, if you don't have any knockoff minifigures yourself. I wasn't even gonna make this into a video, but I decided it would be fun because there were a lot of really fun ones coming in, and there are still tons of other knockoff minifigures I wanna get, especially WM Minifigures Armored Batman with the Kryptonite Spear, among others. But this is it for this one. Let me know if you want to see more casual content like this. These are usually the types of videos I would save for my second channel, MGF Extra, but I thought this would be a good time. And yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm sure you've seen a ton of these before, and I'm sure a lot of you even have a bunch of these. And for me though, these were all a first, and I'm excited to potentially use a lot of these parts for various parts of my collection, or literally on actual custom minifigures that I'll be making in the future. character like Doctor Strange back there, or of course those Doc Ock arms. That's gonna do it for this video though, guys. I'm gonna get back to working on my custom Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.